Would you like to know what is the simplest way to get into a higher paying job? So the minimum criteria I am looking for is you are already achieving your targets, preferably uh, in a manner that the company expects you. There is the other part also is that according to your satisfaction. So how do you find satisfaction is a thing that you need to also know in this endeavor of finding another job. But there are, I have found this to be a very simple when I am saying that what is the simplest way. You might be wondering what is the simplest way, why doesn't see it straight. But when I tell my some of my clients who are looking for higher paying jobs, they do not get it. So I was wondering what is the difficulty. So I tried to make it into steps. So the first step is what? That is what actually what happens is you know how to find that job, but there are so many ifs and buts, and countering those ifs and buts, and then navigating through your self doubts are the issues which consume all of your time in finding this job. So you are not looking for how to find that job, but you are uh, procrastinating, I say, or no, deeply engrossed with your self doubts. That is where you are delaying. Otherwise, it is a straightforward task that you can do. So, here are my questions. So, before that, I need to introduce myself. I'm Sangeeta. I'm a USP creator coach, and all through, I have got into jobs which were not published. So, how did I do that? Uh, in the steps I needed to simplify the process that I had followed. I actually changed 6 jobs. This is my seventh job I'm into, and in these 7 jobs, none of the jobs were published, and I got into, or the last job that I am now holding is was that also was not published, but I got to know from a friend. Otherwise, I actually never depended on the references either. So, how do I landed up in all of those jobs? So, I have kind of made them into steps, very simple steps. So, here are the first step. First step, you know, has about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions. 5 questions you can see. Not questions, some exercises. So list out where which are the places where you really want to work. List all those places. So when I say that, many people, many of the aspirants, they actually come to me expecting that I already have a ready-made job opportunity to which they want to apply or they can get into. That is not what I am asking you to do. I want you to be self reliant in job search. That is what I want to do. So I make sure that it is your choice where all you want to work. And if that is not there, how would I know ever? If you are meeting me for the first time, or second time, or third time, even, how would I know what is your choice unless you list out all those choices? So that is the first thing, first exercise I ask you to do. List out all those places, even though after some time you don't feel like working on those places, or when subsequently you will find that you are not attracted to those places anymore. But right now you have all those places in your mind. So first thing is list out all those places where you want to work with. Second is which profiles excite you. So I have seen people, they are in some kind of profiles, but they are fascinated by other profiles like vice president, head of something, head of HR, head of business, head of audit. All those kind of designations look very attractive. And somebody also asked me, and I cite this example time and again. Somebody also asked me, he wanted to be a CEO, and what is the roadmap, you know. So if that is so, you also have the next second exercise is to write down all those profiles, because when I do or you do the resume makeover, you need to have those designations in mind, uh, to which your resume should fit. So the second thing that you need to do. The third thing is which personalities you want to be associated with. Somebody you might have seen working in something or specialized in something, you want to be associated with them. So uh, you just have to write down which personalities, like Narayan Murthy, Ratan Tata, uh, Sudha Murthy, people like that, personalities that we get attracted to. Write those down. Fourth is who you want to work with. Is there somebody in your career somewhere or in your friend's place who you have met some time before, and you do want to work with them? For example, way back in 2007, I attended a workshop where a person from a reputed company came, and he was kind of challenging the insurance companies to come up with a product of his requirement. Otherwise, he was going to start a company of his own, by mobilizing the resources, required resources. So I was very attracted to the way he was speaking. He was not actually helpless. He was challenging. I loved that attitude and the company to which he belongs. So I started getting fascinated about that company, which company provides such kind of strength, backup for a person, for an employee to say such kind of things. So then I started looking how to get to that company, and incidentally, when I got into that company, he became the boss of my boss. So I was directly in association with that person. So if that kind of experience has been with you, do please write those down. The next is which company do you really fancy being CEO of? So all of us have hidden dreams. So if you have such hidden dreams about being CEO of such a company, then please write down what that company will be. For example, um, I happen to be in association with a CEO who was into agriculture, and he is now a crore business person. He earns about 10 crores a year from the organic farming of medicinal plants that he does. So he was once telling about the story of being the owner of 10,000 hectares. That is what he told me once. He shared with me once, and I was kind of, if he is doing 10,000 hectares, then I'll be doing 10,000 hectares at multiple places. That was my dream. So the organization which will be dealing with multiple 10,000 hectares at different places in the world was my dream. That is what I have written down in my dream list. And I'm not saying that I get into those kind of dreams myself or somewhere. These are associated things. No, I'm just giving you example of how to write your dreams. Nobody is watching, or nobody is looking at your notes. You are free to write down whatever you think of. When you start uh, allowing your mind to fly high, then you get into different kinds of dreams. Your fears will disappear slowly, gradually, and also you become empowered, emboldened to attempt things which are not normally prescribed by anybody. So get into that state of mind in the first place. And whatever exercises that I have told you in this video, do please attempt those exercises first. First step first. And I'll get into the second step of getting into a high paying job tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Gitasha, for watching here. Please, if you resonate, please comment below. Just no likes, like if you can. But also, I'd appreciate if you can post a comment if it is possible. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow.